Hey, good morning. Let's go over today's trade plan. So in the overnight session, we saw that the market held above the previous day's VPOC of 85.5 and then pushed up into a fresh all-time high so far of 24.91. At this point, heading into the open, we have time frame alignment to the upside, so the buy side is in complete control and the market is setting fresh all-time highs, so there is no hard resistance up here. On the downside, we have initial support at 83.75 to 85.75. Even though that's an aggressive area of support, when you have time frame alignment, quite often even the more aggressive areas of support tend to provide a response on first test. So buy side can still be active at 83.75 to 85.75 as long as we're not seeing any excess weakness or any major warning signs in real time as the market goes down there. Below that, we have some minor support at 82, followed by a support zone at 78.25 to 79.75 and 74 to 76. And given that the buy side is dominant and in control, responsive buyers can be active on first test at pretty much every zone on the way down. So buy side can step in at 78.25 to 79.75 and then start to make its way back up towards yesterday's RTH high of 24.87 and perhaps the overnight high at 24.91, and in the event that we get a bit more extended down towards 74 to 76, buyers are very likely to step in and defend that area and again push the market back up towards 83.75 to 85.75 and possibly even higher. So heading into today, our focus is going to be much more so on the long side. The only question is whether the market's going to continue to print fresh all-time highs. Since there is no hard resistance up here, based on the recent ranges, if the market holds the overnight low and just continues to break higher off the open, then there is potential for ES to reach 24.99 to 25.01. That is not really a hard area of resistance, but the markets usually tend to respond around these big round numbers like 2500, so that could be an area where we see a bit of selling come in and it could prove to be a hurdle on the way up. So off the open today, we're going to be gauging the momentum and broad market strength in real time. As long as we're seeing that continued upside momentum, then there is no clear resistance here and we could head higher. And in the event that we're seeing a lack of strength off the open and a lack of upside momentum, then perhaps we get a pullback towards 83.75 to 85.75. And if the market's a bit exhausted into that zone and we're not seeing any major weakness in real time, then buy side can defend and be active at that area. And as long as there's still sufficient reward to risk and it still makes sense to target a move back up towards the overnight high, then initial support can trigger a long setup. And in the event that initial support does not hold and the market gets a bit more extended into 78.25 to 79.75, that's a spot where buy side can be active. So that can be a potential long setup, and same goes for 74 to 76. So those are the main ideas heading into the open. Let's see if the buy side can maintain this firm control, and we'll take it from there.